Yeah, welcome back. Let's go to the second part of the textual exercise. It's speaking. We are going to, as I told you earlier, we are going to write any one of these. Progression of model aeroplanes, progression of models of motor cars, birds and their wingspan. You are going also can write about migratory birds tracing their flights. Then we have write a short composition on your initial attempts at learning a skill. You could describe the challenges of learning to ride a bicycle or learning to swim. Make it as humorous as possible. You have to make it sound humorous when you are writing this particular part. Now, let me quickly brief you what we are going to look at the next section. This particular section of the story focused on the baby seagull, attempting to fly. The next story is a human story. The story of a pilot who was caught in a place and he wanted to fly over to his family and have the English breakfast. Look at it. This particular person was also longing to have the English breakfast along with his family. And one fine day he decides that the next day morning breakfast, nothing doing, he's going to have it with his family. So he gets into his aeroplane and starts flying in the sky. And all of a sudden he's caught in a storm, a wild storm. And he's afraid now he might not be able to further go. His engine is exhausted, his fuel is getting over, and he is absolutely stuck in that storm. And at that moment he sees a black aeroplane fly by and a person signaling to him to come and just follow him. Without even thinking for a moment, this particular pilot just follows that black aeroplane and finally lands in the airport. He conquers the storm. And when he is down inside the airport on the runway, when he has parked his aeroplane and he comes to the lady to ask her, who was it? Whose black aeroplane was it? He really wants to meet the pilot and thank him because without him he wouldn't have been able to land here safely. The lady there gives him a shocking reply. She says that there was no other flight on the radar showing that night other than the flight of this, or other than the aeroplane of this particular pilot flying in the stormy sky. This was the most shocking answer he could have received. And let us see in the story what happens further to this pilot and how things happen with him. With this, I end my video today. Thank you, children. Have a wonderful day.